I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
Work, I got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Stroke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy, only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it.
Hello and welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter. My name is Rick and I'm back again. Let's turn on the cameras. I hope you guys are having a good year. It took me a year to get back. Had a lot of health issues, which I'll get to in a little bit. But it's been a long time coming. I've been waiting for this day a whole year and decided to come back tonight. Why not? And it's something I've been contemplating and doing for a while, but my health comes first than anything, and I really need to take this time off uh, to get to my health. I needed to take care of myself. There's a lot of things that are going on with me that a lot of people don't know, and it's okay. It's all right. Sometimes people don't want to know and they don't need to know, but there's those that they do want to know. So I will share that later. But I don't know. I've been in the shadows for too long and I need to come back, right? You need to find a way to come back. Oh, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get back into this game. That's the way we come back. Come out of the shadows nice and strong. Woo! Man, that was nice. It was actually really comfortable wearing that. Might do that again another time. You know, this is a 420 channel. We do light up and we smoke. So if you're about that, you're more than welcome to smoke with me. If you don't smoke, it's okay. Gotta light this up. I've been wanting to smoke this. I haven't smoked today. So I need to get my smoke on. Say what's up, Tyson Little Cruz. What's up, brother? Terry, how you doing, Terry? And James LaCour, how you doing, man? Long time. It's been a year. I haven't been on here. A whole year. And the reason was because of my health. My health, been having a lot of issues, a lot of health issues, and I had to stay offline. I had to get off. You know, I had to reserve my energy, and a lot of people have a lot of energy coming from each way, and it's like tug of war with me. And I got really sick. This past year, and yeah, it's been crazy. But got a lot to talk about. This show's coming back, meaning gonna be talking a lot of politics. Gonna be talking about a lot of things that are going on around the world. Gonna be talking about I don't know if I want to talk about Diddy. Diddy's a Diddy do. No, I don't want to deal with old Diddy do. No, Diddy has too much lube. That's the problem, and the problem is the man's a freak, and I mean that's not going to hold up in court, but they're trying to plead that he's a sex addict. I'm like, who isn't? I don't know. I haven't met the person yet who's not a sex addict. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's someone out there. But the fact that case and the way it's going to be going, it's just this year, I believe, is the year of the major distractions. And it's a year that's going to be very interesting because we will be talking politics on this channel. Besides my psychic work that I do and all the beautiful things that I do on the side, I will want to talk politics. I would like to talk more. Trump, the one I really want to attack is AOC. She's a disgrace to my culture. She's a disgrace to the Puerto Ricans. She's horrible. I mean, talking about like misleading, the chick is nuts. So And then her buddy Jasmine Crockett is another one we're going to be talking about. Also, Letitia James. Why you have to be a big ass cheat? And what a two face, right? Allegedly, because that's the word of the day, allegedly. So quotations, allegedly. Fucking Elisa James, man. What you did to Trump and what you made Trump go through was so despicable. And the fact that I don't think this girl owns a mirror for her life. And if she did, she would see herself doing what she did. And she's committed mortgage fraud, all this type of fraud. I mean, allegedly. I feel like when I say allegedly, I want to scream like the Pee Wee Herman. I want to go back to those Pee Wee Herman days. Allegedly, everybody starts screaming. Like everything's just it's a big mess right now. The Democrats, what a fall from grace! Holy shit! I mean, we got to talk about politics. We got to talk about Biden. Oh man, what a difference, man! It felt like for the past 4 years, I was like suffocating, with Biden and his stupidity. And I'm so happy that Trump won, and he needed to win. Fuck that, he had to win because if God forbid if that fucking cackling Kamala would have came on and won, I think I would have drowned myself or thrown myself off a cliff or off a building or something because I would not want her. I wouldn't want to live under her regime as president. The bitch is crazy. The bitch is on crack. The bitch is whack. I don't know what's wrong with Kamala. That girl, she has issues, allegedly, but it's true because it's documented and you can watch it on YouTube. It's like, what the fuck is going on with this crazy chicks? Like, and then, what was the other one? The other DA, what's her name? Fanny. Oh man, that's another chick that's trying to lay low. Have you noticed Fanny? Nobody's been talking about Fanny and all this and that because she knows her ass is in trouble. So she's laying low with her band. And yeah, it's a fucking mess. It's everywhere. It's and what I see is like, and I'm probably gonna stick on this politics shit, but the Democrats, man, what a fall from grace. Like they just they did it to themselves, right? And the fact that the gaslighting, they made up that term. Before then, we never spoke about gaslighting. That word wasn't even in our vocabulary. Like before Biden, when did we ever use gaslighting? We never used it until Biden came on office. And then the term gaslighting was like off the chain. And man, that administration was the most horrible administration of all time. I don't know what other administration would have been worse. I mean, I mean, Nixon, not even. There's who's the worst president of all time? I have to put Biden at number one. He's the fucking worst, crooked. Like, it's fucking. I don't know what's wrong. I think he's gonna die soon. Like, I don't know. He's just not in good. I know he's not in good health. He's not in good shape. But the puppeteers, they still have him, and he's like a big puppet, and they send him to the View, and then you got these chicks at the View that are dumb shit. They're so stupid. Like, they shouldn't be called the View. It should be called the shit. Like, because they're full of shit and they talk shit. And then, like, when Biden was there, they're all like looking up at him and they're like, how do you like your ass to be licked? Front to back or back to front? Whoopi Goldberg had her drooling from her mouth. Like the girls didn't even like ask him any questions about his like decline in health and decline in sanity. Like they try to make fun of his digital pen signing. I'm like, the dude is gonna get into really big trouble. The Republicans, they know what they're doing. This is like poker. All right, this is just like poker. You don't show anything until you're ready to show. You know what I mean? In between then, you're gambling. You're pushing chips. You're opening up, and you know, and the fact that these people, I don't know. I'm so disappointed in the Democratic Party. I'm very disappointed in them. And The View needs to be canceled. CNN, MSNBC, ABC, all these channels need to be fined. And I mean a huge fine to put them back at their place because I think they got infiltrated. Because you got to remember, something big happened before Trump got into office. And this was when I was away and I wasn't here. Um, Something big happened. And I know it has to do with George Soros. And he did buy a lot of this media. He has a lot of interest in, he has a lot of influence in media. And he has a lot of influence in ABC, all these networks. He has influence on all of them. And I think he's the mastermind that's doing all this craziness. It's not only him, his son, his foundation, all those bullshit, allegedly, because you got to say that word now. Um, they're doing all these crimes, and where's the accountability? I want to make a shirt that says "Make accountability great again." MAGA. I want a MAGA shirt, but make accountability great again. It has to be, man, because there's no accountability. It's like these people, they get a little taste of power, a little taste of power, and they turn into vampires. And they're like, we can't get in trouble. We're never going to get in trouble because we're in the government. And since we're in the government, we can't, what they're going to do? What they're going to do that they have not done yet. Trump needs to fucking be that old school principal from back in the days, like back in the 70s and 80s, where if you were sent to the principal office and you were really bad and you did something bad, you would go into the principal's office and he would take out this big ass paddle, like literally a big paddle. Because I know I got hit by the paddle one time in elementary school. I was in fucking second grade. I got hit by a paddle in second grade. I was only like 7 years old, and I got hit by the paddle. And I forgot what the fuck I did. I must have said something bad. I must have said something to the teacher because I was sent to the principal's office and he had this nice big paddle. Like it looked like the paddle from like I don't know. It's like a craquette, like where they play in India. They play the cricket. What is it? I guess that's the name of it. Or cricket. Cricket. They play the cricket. And that I think I forgot the name of that. I forgot the name of the thing that they use, but that paddle needs to be put on in all these Democrats' asses for their despicableness that they've been doing. I'm so disappointed in them to the point that my father's a Democrat. I don't even want to talk to him. I don't talk to him. I haven't spoken to him in years. And the fact is just he's a stupid Democrat, and I can't relate. I can't talk to him. There's no way. It's just like get the fuck off of MSNBC. Stop watching that shit. That shit is like is MK Ultra on steroids, but it's only one sided and it's all full of hate. Like people that watch those shows, they're just hate. They just hate people. They're always, but they I don't know. They're a bunch of hypocrites. It's the hypocrites. Hate and hypocrites. But let me come over here and let me see. Because I have a different setup, as you can see. It's a little bit bigger. It's a lot bigger, more space. I can put my hands up because it's all the way there. I got like 10 feet ceiling, so it's about 10 feet up there. And I'm back. I'm just happy to be back. Um, let's see. I gotta add people to be my monitors. So, because a little down the line, I know people are gonna come back. It's late at night, so I expect everybody to be sleeping. I know the people out in the West, they'll watch. Some people that are night owls out in Europe, they'll come back eventually. I will try to be doing the show daily. I'm gonna try to do this daily. My health is better enough for me to do this at this moment, and I want to take the opportunity to do it while I still can. I am fighting cancer. I have throat cancer, and I don't know how long. It's not terminal right now or anything like that. I'm in the beginning stages of it, so I am fighting that. I've been fighting that for the past year. Been trying to reserve my voice for a long time and not try to overdo it with my voice. It's a little battle that I got to go through, and I'm not letting it put me down or try to like, it did put me down for a year. I'm not gonna lie. It did take me down. It took me out. I went into my own little zone, went into another world on YouTube, and I had to leave everything behind and just not get influenced, or I didn't want to talk to much people, and I try to stay away from a lot of people. But it's my fight, and I'm gonna win. Life is precious. Life is short. Enjoy every day because you don't know when is your last. Right now, I'm lucky to still be alive. I'm lucky to still be here. I know already that I don't have much. It's not going to be, oh, you're going to live up to like 80, 90. No. I'll be lucky if I live for another 5 years. That's very lucky if I make it for another 5 years. Um, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be giving up on myself, because I'm not going to do that. That's something that I refuse, is to not give up on myself. I'm going to try everything, do everything. Every year for now until I die, I have to have screenings. I have to have these procedures that they have to put me to sleep to scan to go in through my throat and check the cancer and check out whatever's going on in there. And I got to do that test again in a few months. And then we'll see where it's at and how it's progressing. So far, I feel good. I feel strong. I mean, there's days that I feel bad. There's days that I have like zero energy. I just want to be in bed. I don't want to come out. I don't want to do anything. There's a lot of times that's happened to me. But I've been trying to come back, like I said, for a while, and today's the day, and I just wanted to do it. Let's see. Let me go to the chat here. Jimmy Carter, number 2 for the worst president. You know what? Yeah, he was fucking horrible. Carter was fucking horrible. Oh, now we're getting the knocks. You see, my apartment has a lot of well, it's where I live. There's a lot of paranormal activity here where I live. So I'll start hearing some knocking. I'll start hearing some weird shit. And I know it's dumb, because that's one thing they don't leave me alone. Let's see. Yeah, Terry, I definitely had to take that time to regenerate. Yeah, because this is like my health is just more important than anything. But my thing is that where the cancer is in my throat, and it affects my vocal cords. So I'm not gonna be doing crazy marathon shows. The max that I will probably do is like 2 hours, and that's pushing it. That's really pushing it. But I'm gonna try to do my best every time I do come on here. Let's see. See, only got one good eye to see myself. Okay. Let me see. Oh Lord. James, you're funny. Yeah, man. Peddling cups and couldn't wipe his own ass. I mean, they were talking about today. They were like, oh man, they were gonna put Biden on a wheelchair. They were gonna put Biden on a wheelchair. That came out today, the news. That he was to the point physically that he couldn't like really walk normal or properly, and they were gonna wheel him around so that way he didn't have to walk. Because they knew he was in decline. They knew the old man was going like the Titanic, and yet they try to like keep him afloat. It's like, no, that bitch is going down, and it went down hard. And I don't know, man. I can't. I don't know. I just don't trust the government. I don't trust the Democrats at all. And I just want to know, like, okay, what's controlling the Democrats, right? Because the way they're thinking, like you can see, it's like someone's pulling their strings. Someone's doing like this to them, and they're all in this puppet strings, and they're all doing the same thing. And it's like, how can we cut the strings from them? Like, how can we get them to realize, listen, what you guys are doing is not the right way? Like, like, how are you going to force that on the people and then projecting things that are not reality? It's just really, it's really disturbing. It's disturbing. Um, my show, what I used to do, for years and years, I used to bring people onto the show, and I would bring people on if they wanted to participate and talk with me. They're able to do it through a link and that I provide to the show, to the channel. I will put out that link in a little bit, so I would like to hear anyone, whoever wants to talk. Give me some feedback. If you've been blocked on my channel, no, you will not be coming onto my show. So yes, I have blocked people before, and they're very slick, and they try to get onto the show. I will not let them on. So they gotta, people come respect and come correct, and we could talk more. But let's see. You only got hit by a paddle once. That's kind of cool. I lost count. I got hit by a paddle. It was 2 hits actually, but it was just one time that was sent to the principal's office, and there was a line of people. It was like a line of kids. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And they're like, "You get to skip the line." Like what? They went straight to hit my pad. They went to hit my ass. They went boom, and then here's another one, boom, and I was like, it was weird because like my ass was numb, right? And I was like, I wasn't crying or anything like that because it just didn't. Let me tell you something. I grew up with a Puerto Rican mom, and my mom, so she could be at times a little bipolar. Okay, my mom back in the days, if I could compare her to someone, I will compare her to Mike Tyson. Okay. So what people used to do to me was nothing compared to what my mom could do to me. And my mom did not play. Like, Yeah. So that paddle, I was like, I was like, I weeped. I was like, ooh, ooh, but I was like, and he hit me pretty hard. I lied. I remember his name too. I'll never forget his fucking name. He was Dr. Fisher. And he was a black guy. He was a black, chubby principal. He was about 6'3", 6'4". He must have weighed about 360 pounds. He was a huge dude. And motherfucker, he got me. He got me good. But it's not like, like it was really not much. But with my mom gets me, oh man, I used to hide from her and she used to come after me like fucking King Kong. I was like, oh man. It's like my mom is the one gorilla and she'll take on 99 men and I think she'll beat them all up. Like my mom's theme song is fucking Brock Lesnar. Like when he comes out, like what the fuck? You hear Brock Lesnar's song, like fucking run. Like even the gorillas don't want to fucking fight Brock Lesnar. Like that dude's a beast, a true beast. Let's go ahead and let me put this link out. So if you guys want to come on and speak, you're more than welcome to. This is what makes the show more interesting. This is what I like, the interaction. So let me go ahead and paste that on here. See if I can enter this. There we go. And that's the link to the show. So if you want to jump on, you're more than welcome to. If you want to talk about any topic, that's great. Politics, that's fine. If I don't know what the topic is, then you can educate me on it. It's good to share information from all parts of the world. This is our form of communication, and there's a lot of things going on that it's to me it's so eye opening. Ever since I got this mask, I'm telling you, when I got this mask, I got it from New Orleans. I went to Louisiana, New Orleans, and I went to a voodoo priest and had a great reading from the voodoo priest, and I ended up getting this mask, and it's a third eye mask. And ever since I got this third eye mask, everything I've been seeing, everything that's like people are just talking out loud. They're like AOC, how the way she's talking, and all these people, because I'm watching all this, so they're just blabbing themselves out. And people that are very sneaky and very devious are getting caught. You know what I mean? Like Leticia James. Like I didn't know. Like she could have like it's so weird because it's the way everything that she projected on Trump is that she was doing that. She was like, man, I tell you right now, man, Grimace would be so disappointed in Leticia James. And Grimace, if you don't know who Grimace is that big purple, I don't know, blob from McDonald's. It's like that big blob. Well, to me, that's what Leticia James looks like to me, allegedly. Use that word, right? No, but not for nothing. Oh, look, my camera zooms in. That's new. That's for readings. And it's a certain move that I got to do for that zoom in. So that's a good one. I did do a lot of upgrades onto my show. New camera, new monitor, changed everything. It's just a lot of stuff going on here. Um, but I live, and Terry too, because Terry's here in Connecticut, and I'm in Connecticut, and our government here is garbage. Lamont is horrible. He's not the worst. I mean, he is not the worst. He's actually Lamont is not bad. He's not the greatest. He's not a great. He's not like he's not the greatest, but he's not the worst. And Connecticut is it's has its ups and downs. Um, it could be better, but the fact that I live right next to New York, and both me and Terry's closer to New York. He's not far from New York at all. I mean, he's a short drive, and he's in the northern part of Connecticut, down that area. I'm towards the central of Connecticut, so I'm about an hour and a half from New York. Oh, I keep zooming in. I got to be careful with my hands. My hands makes the camera zoom in now. Yeah, I don't live far from New York, and the fact it really bothers me because we have crooked individuals in New York, just right next door. And I'm talking about there's huge corruption, huge like money laundering. The government, the governor, she needs to be thrown out. The AG, Letitia James, needs to be thrown in prison. It would probably do her some good because like all the videos that I've seen of her has been so aggressive and negative towards Trump. And I wonder why is she so like that? Because she's the only one really. I mean, besides Fannie Willis, and there, she's the most outspoken one. And the fact that she tried to get him for what he did, but he didn't do harm. He paid back his what he took out his loans. He didn't overinflate his prices of his properties like she was claiming, or they were claiming. They were saying that Mar-a-Lago only worth 18 million. I was like, 18 million, was that the door handle? That's just the fucking door. Girl, like seriously, the fucking door is 18 million probably. The property alone it's probably close to $1 billion. So it's like, I don't know what the fuck number she was coming up with. She's just so fucking ridiculous. And the fact that she did all this allegedly fraudulent, to get better mortgage rates and better insurance plans and reap the benefits. And at the same time, she was working as an AG for New York. And she said her primary home was going to be in Virginia. Now, if your primary home is in Virginia, that means you live in Virginia. And if you live in Virginia, you cannot be AG. You cannot be an attorney general for New York. So she knows she's caught. She knows she's going to be kicked out. They're just delaying it. The inevitable is coming, because what's going to happen is she's going to get in really big trouble very soon. They taking the time now because they need to find a replacement. They need to find someone that's going to take over Big Tish's bullshit. She has a lot of, like, her closet has so much skeletons in there, it's unreal. She has so much garbage and so much trash and so much, like, she's a very slick lady. She's a very, like, that's the way she got to the position that she got to right now is all orchestrated by the Democrats. And New York is very corrupt, so they try to keep their corruption in house. And now that we have a president that has fucking common sense, finally, he could he could go ahead and fix this. You need to fix this problem now. And I like the aggressiveness of Trump and his administration, but I think they need to work a little bit more faster. Um, I don't know if Trump will get a third term um, to run like for presidency. I don't know if he could. If I mean, the last president to do that was I think it was FDR, if not mistaken. He served 3 terms or close to 3 terms. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think FDR was he had a 3 term presidency. So I wouldn't mind Trump being president for. I wouldn't mind fucking president him being president till. I'd rather have him as a king. I'd rather have him as someone that it's in office until the day he dies, just like the Pope. You know what I mean? Because if the Pope could run the Catholic Church until the day he dies, I think a president should be able to do the same. So that way we don't have so much every 4 years of chaos. Because those past 4 years with fucking Biden was the worst fucking like time of my life. Like I really wasn't like happy. It just caught me all by surprise. I knew allegedly, and I know YouTube's gonna hate this, but like I said before, and I'll say it again, fuck you, YouTube. But it's it's the truth. And if you want to censor me. I guarantee you delete this video, I'll take the motherfucking video to Washington, and I'll knock on fucking Donald Trump's door, and I'll tell him, listen, motherfucker, YouTube is fucking around with creators, and they're not letting people speak their piece. And I'm tired of being censored. But allegedly. But I am going to Washington D.C. This year. I'm actually thinking about going sometime in July or August after the 4th of July, because I know the 4th of July there is crazy, and I don't want to be there for the 4th. I don't like to be around too many like heavy amount of people, and I know the crime is high in Washington D.C. Talking about Washington D.C., their mayor, she's crooked too. I forgot her name, but she's crooked. And the reason why I say she's crooked is because she has gotten a lot of free trips, paid by special interest, and she wasn't putting it in the books. She wasn't putting the trips in the books, so she wasn't getting taxed on it. Like if it was a gift, you have to report it as a gift. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's the fact that she's getting away with it, but she's not gonna get away for long, because there's already eyes, and there's gonna be an investigation soon, and I'm pretty sure the mayor of DC is gonna be ousted. Like they're gonna probably remove her because she's committed fraud also. And I don't understand how all these Democrats can get away with fraud. I don't get it. Yeah, I know, Terry. A matter of time. Thanks for stopping by, James. I appreciate you, man. Easy. Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, man, I forgot your name. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. I've been away for so long, so I forgot a lot of names. So I apologize. I try to remember people's names. Like everyone has their little screen names, and that's great. But I like to call the person by their name. And I forgot his name. But thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. And for those that are coming by and rewatching, thank you. I truly appreciate it also too. Um, it's a cool thing. I'm back. So if anybody wants a reading, I can do a reading for you. Because my channel is very versatile. I do my psychic work. I do a lot of things. I see a lot of things. I hear a lot of things, like things that are going on in the government. I see it. I see a lot of weird things going on, especially with children. It's a lot of weird things going on. A lot of kids that are stuck, and I know how it is to feel like there's no way out. Like when you're in that dark place and it's very scary and you don't know the people that are around you, and the people around you are very dangerous people. Like I know that feeling. And there's a lot of kids that are in this country that are suffering. And the fact that the Democrats want to waste their time fighting to get into a detention center, like ICE detention center down in Jersey, like that mess that happened that day with those people, very uncalled for. It was a media. What they wanted to do was a photo op, pretty much, and blast the media with their stupidity. I mean, you're going to the gates and rushing the gates and pushing your way and pushing the officers and stuff, and then you want to claim that they were abusive, they didn't let you in, they're the bad ones, but you're the one committing the crimes. Like, I don't understand this. The Democrats need to stop what they're doing, because I have a feeling that another jail is going to be opening up, like not too long in the future. President Trump had mentioned he wants to reopen Alcatraz, and I think that would be a great idea. Reopen, reopen. Oh, I remember your name now, Eric. You see, easy quieting. It's Eric. What's up, brother? I hope you're doing good. I hope things are working out. I know they are working out for you. But back to those people, right? Like you should have seen them on the media. They were just going crazy and saying, "Oh, they don't have no phones in there, and the place is dirty, and they don't have no food. They don't have this and that." And they showed a video. I saw a video of the facility and how it looks and what it really looks like in there. And I'm like, shit, they live better than a lot of people do that's living out on the streets. Like, those people are being taken care of very good. And they being fed and they being like taken care of. Like, and the fact that those people that are in that detention center and they're gonna be deported, those people committed secondary crimes here in the United States, besides the crimes that they committed outside back in their home countries. Well, those individuals that are in that facility have committed the R word. They have done a lot of stuff to minors. They've done a lot of not a lot of good fluffy bumping, like a lot of fluffy bumping to minors, and like killed people, murders, like the worst of the worst. And I think these people needs to be sent to to, I guess, send them over to Ecuador, or send them to what's it called, that place in Ecuador. I think it's in Ecuador. Where's that trail that Joe is located, that crazy ass jail? It's one of the best jails actually in the world. Guantanamo. Yeah, Guantanamo too. I would send them there too. They got space there. But I wouldn't want to send them, like, I want to send them to a harder place. El Salvador. Yeah, El Salvador. Send those fuckers there. And for the politicians, the ones that think that they're above the law and the ones that broke the law and think that they could get away with it, I think those individuals, since they're high crimes, I think they should be sent to Alcatraz. Trump said, "Look, we'll refurbish the Alcatraz. That's not the problem. You know what I mean? They could get it done. That's not. They got the money. Trust me, they're saving so much money that they could build and not build, but like like revamp Alcatraz Island and house all the political criminals. Like Dr. Fauci, man, AOC, Jasmine Crockett, Letitia James, Fannie Willis. What's that other girl? The other girl, the one from Illinois. Damn, I forgot her name. She just got beat out. She's from Dalton, Illinois. I forgot her name. No, not that one. She too. She also needs to go. Omar, she needs to go to her country. She needs to go back to her country or go to jail. That's her options. She shouldn't even be in government. No, it was she was a mayor. She was like a mayor of two towns. It was in Illinois. Um, Tiffany Tiffany Henyard. I think that's her name. She's like she's like the mix between AOC and Crockett, like mixed together. And you got that lady, and she was just a mess. And she said she wants to get into to higher in the government, meaning she wants to see if she could get into like Congress, not Congress, but like be a senator, not a senator, but she wants to be a congressman or something. I don't think she should. She's very corrupt, and she stole a lot of money. And all these Democrats I've noticed a lot are very corrupt, and they abuse their power and abuse the money. The money, especially like California, with Newsom. Well, how the hell can he afford $1 million homes on a like on his budget and his the like how do you become multimillionaires? Like all these governors and congressmen and people in Washington are just like multimillionaires, and they don't get paid that much. They don't get paid that much for what they do to be millionaires. I don't get it. Yeah, Tiffany Hayyer. Yep, that's her. Fucking Tiffany. That's that bitch. She's if you don't know her, go check. Go watch up a little bit on it. Yeah, yeah. Jason Hell was sworn in as the new. Awesome. That's good. Finally, because that man, she did so much harm for those two cities, and the fact she was wasting money and she was charging it all up to allegedly charging it up to the taxpayers of those two towns. And she was going on these trips. She was going to Vegas. She was going to freaking Atlanta. She was going to Miami. She was having all these parties. She would take people out to eat and charge like $500, $600, $700, $800 on a dinner, just for dinner. Like, and then she would stay at the most expensive hotels like the Ritz Carlton and all these like on the taxes dime. That was the weirdest part, Because I thought mayors like had a certain budget they could spend per day. I think it's like $300-400 a day, and that is supposed to include like travel and food and stuff. She was spending a lot more than that, and she was all charging it to the card. And yeah, if you want to follow up on that, you can follow up on that mess. I was did a lot of I viewed a lot about that chick, and there's so many mayors that are like that all around this country. That's the sad part. The thing is that we have the enemy is from within. Our problem is within. Our problem is our opposite. You know, if you're a Republican, our problem is the Democrats. Democrats, they love to attack. They love to ponder. They love to make you feel like shit. They don't care about you. They only care about themselves. Always been, always will. I know my father's a Democrat. He's a hardcore Democrat. And the man is stubborn like no other man I ever met in my life. That dude is so. I am happy that I didn't come out like him. You know, because his attitude, his personality, like, he's always has to be right, never wrong. It's like, nah, I don't need it. Don't want that. But yeah, I want to see the next things I want to see. I would like to see AOC get in trouble. I would like to see her get censored. I would like to see her. I don't know if they'll put her in jail, because I don't think they want to put her in jail, but they need to make an example of these individuals. They need to, polarize them and humiliate them, like make them feel like shit, make an example out of them. I know they're gonna claim, oh, this is Trump attacking us, he's coming after us. Listen, no, there's consequences for your actions, and the fact of what she did. And the fact that she has this confidence, that's the problem. It's the confidence. Your family voted Obama. Yeah, man, there's a lot of people that voted Obama because Obama, they thought he was going to be different. People thought he was going to be the one. The only one he was only for himself. The only one she had, he had that dude that looked like a lady, Michelle. And it's weird because I never saw a picture of her pregnancy. Like, usually you would see a picture of if you're pregnant, there would be pictures, right? I mean, I have pictures of my sister when she was pregnant. Shit, I have pictures of my sister when she gave birth at the hospital. Where's those pictures for Michelle and her kids? Where's the picture of Obama holding the babies, holding his kids while they've been delivered? Nothing. Nothing. No evidence. So how do we really know those kids are really theirs? What I feel, the chick's a dick. Like, Big Mike for real? Yes. Big Mike allegedly? Yes. Did it give birth to those? No. Those kids don't even look like the Obamas. They don't even look like their parents. Those kids look different. Especially the youngest one. The youngest one doesn't even look nothing like Obama or her mother. None. Nothing. What's her name? Sasha? I forgot their names, to be honest with you. I really don't care. But I don't know. Joan Rivers got put down because of it. Because she said the truth. You know, everyone knows that Michelle, she has a dick. Like, everyone knew. What I think about the Pope? Tyson staring at the pot. I like it. What I think about the Pope? I don't know if he could be trusted. The only reason why they got him, he really has a similarly look to John Paul II. He has a similar look to John Paul. He was not the favorite of the group. He's very, I know they say he's a Republican, but the way he acts a little bit democratic. With these open borders and some of the things that he said about JD Vance and stuff like that, uncalled for. I what I gotta say is I don't trust him, and I don't believe he's gonna live long. I don't think he's gonna live long. He's gonna be turning 69, I believe, in September, and I feel like something's gonna happen within his 70s, and it's, you know, how okay, this is what I feel. I feel like there's an asteroid coming to the Earth. Okay, and we are attracting it to us. And the way we're doing that is by hate, by anger, by all the negative energy. We are attracting something that's coming this way. And I believe the church knows it. I believe, I don't know if Trump knows, but there's people that do know that something is coming our way. And they've been preparing to try to deflect it for a very long time. I don't know if it's enough to do for what's coming. I've had this dream many times. I've seen it happen in my dreams. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to happen, but I do see something hitting the earth that's causing a big time humanitarian event. That it's not, I don't see it like a full like extinction, but I feel like a lot of people are going to die. So, and that's fine. You know, if you think like I think and believe, you know, we're going to die no matter what, no matter how we're going to go, we're going to go. I have so many close calls of death this past year. You will be amazed. I've had easily over about 15 events that happened to me that felt like I was gonna die here. Like it's just the weirdest feeling. And I always get up from it and I'm like, it's not my time to go yet. You know? It's like it's not my time to go yet. Because I have to win this more because I'm a reporter. So I'm gonna report everything wherever is on the other side after life. If Jesus is on the other side and that's true, if he's there, man, I got so much to tell him. I got so much to tell him. I think he already knows what's going on, but I think he tries to ignore it because it's like it makes him weaker. So But I'm like, he needs to wake up because a lot of people are doing so much bad and try to make off as good, you know, and it's not good. Yeah, you see, former Assistant Secretary claimed that the U.S. government has spent 21 trillion building secret underground cities. Yeah, yeah, they had a lot of, people are so naive because they be hearing like these booming sounds from underground. They hear it like, oh, it sounds like a big boom, but we don't see nothing above or nothing. It's because they're doing things underground. They're doing things below, you know, and they have to create space, and the only way you can do that is by TNT, and you have to blow it up and take out all the debris. And Vegas has a big city, underground city. I know that for sure. Vegas, Nevada has a lot of areas like that. Colorado has a lot of hidden bases underground and in the mountains. Um, there's a lot of places like that all around. Shit, here in Connecticut, we have we have the navy. There's the naval. We have the submarines here, so we're the home of the submarines. And they don't tell you, but they're nuclear submarines, and they do have nuclear weapons. All submarines have nuclear weapons. All ships have it. It's because you don't know when you're gonna need it, when you need to deploy it, because something may happen and they need a launch. Emergency launch right away. Wherever you're at, shoot. You know, a blitz. I call those blitz. Like we had a blitz situation, which was it was a dogfight, really good dogfight too, between Pakistan and India. Um, it was a pretty good dogfight they had with the jets and everything, and it was Trump wasn't too happy about it. He put his foot down, and now they're at peace. Now they're not even trying to attack because Trump is the second coming of Christ. People don't really realize he's been saved, and he knows it. He knows the angels and his angels are watching after him. He has an aura. He is the one. He is the one that they're gonna put on Mount Rushmore. He will be put on Mount Rushmore. It's on YouTube. I'm saying it. I said this before, and I'll say it 1,000 times. There is space for Trumps on Mount Rushmore. This man is gonna be recognized in history books, as one of the greatest presidents to break a deal. The president that was the businessman, a loving president, a caring president, a president of faith, a president of loyalty, and one thing that I respect about Trump, he don't break his promises. Promises made, promises kept. He's the one. I try to compare him to like Neo from the Matrix and how like dodging the bullets and stuff, because to dodge a bullet you have to be really fast, and the fact that he turned his head to look at a graph that they were talking about, and he just turned his head like I'm like this, and then he turned his head like just like this. By doing that, the bullet just grazed him because that bullet was going straight for his head. That bullet was gonna kill him. That you don't understand how we were saved on that day in Butler. If that bullet would have penetrated and killed President Trump, we, the people right now, would be in chaos. It would have triggered a civil war, which I believe the Democrats are still trying to develop that civil war. I believe they're trying to conjuring. It's like a conjuring. They're trying to develop and bring it up. They want to make a race war. They're really trying to push this agenda. For me, I'm like, it's going to happen. There's going to be issues. Race, because that's their game. We call this is what's called dossiers. Okay, and the Democrats, they play these dossiers. It's a game. It's a whole game. It's a world game. And the Republicans, they run their dossiers, and the Democrats, they run theirs. But the Democrats are very shady. They will find a way to kill you, and they don't care how, but they will. Allegedly. But they do come after. Look at Obama. What happened to his chef? He like the guy knows how to swim, right? But the guy drowned in like what 4 or 5 feet of water. The guy, I think he was above 6 feet tall or something like that, and he knew how to swim. He was a very good swimmer, and yet miraculously, he just drowned. That's it. He drowned. End of story. Next story. Like, wait a minute. How about how he drowned? Like, who was with him? Who was what? Like, we didn't even get no details on that story. Zero details on that story. And I know why. I know why he's not with us. The same reason why Joan Rivers is not with us. He might have seen the dick. Michelle probably passed by and she was horny. Maybe she was horny and they're like, what is that? And he saw it, and Mike, Michelle, whatever you want to call it. Okay. But the funny part is, this is not the first chef to ever died while serving a president. Same thing happened to the Clintons. Coincidence, huh? Coincidence. The Clintons chef. Yep. And nobody talks about it. It's very, very quiet. Let's see. Yeah, Groton Navy base, the naval base. Yeah, they're right. I live about half an hour. I would say 35 minutes from Groton. I'm not too far from Groton. I usually go by there when I go to Mohegan to go to the casino. Yeah, so back to this death, right? This mystery death. So the guy goes paddle belt, like with a paddle I guess it was those one of those stand up boards that they stand up and they paddleboard. So the exercise is pretty much your paddling, right? So how from doing this paddling to being dead and drowned? Okay. Hmm. That was weird. Okay. Then the Epstein, another one, dead. You know, and that one had a lot of fucking secrets. That information, I can't. They have so much information, so many hard drives, so many pictures, so many. Uh, I don't know who's worse, Epstein or Diddy. They're both horrible. They're both very horrible. Allegedly, especially for Diddy. Allegedly, Diddy's a horrible person. Fuck Diddy. I don't care about him. I didn't care about his music. I always felt he killed Biggie. Biggie was one of my favorite rappers. I'm sorry. I thought Puffy was a pussy. Just to be straight up, I'm sorry for this foul language, but I'm coming out blunt. But I always thought he was a prick. He was like one of these pretty boy little pricks. You know, his music wasn't even like it wasn't catchy to me. Like Biggie, Tupac, those are my boys right there. And the fact that allegedly Diddy, Sean Combs, Puffy Daddy, whatever you want to call him, set up these two to be killed. It's weird, The fact that the Bloods killed Tupac, I wonder who put him up to it. Because Tupac really didn't like. I don't know. It's just that's what that and the fact that they still haven't found the killers and they assume they found the killers, but it's not really 100% sure because that case is still an open cold case. And Biggie also. Big had like where's Biggie's killers? Where's Biggie's stuff? People don't talk about it, so they forget about it. Who has the secrets? Who has all that information? Diddy. You know who also knew that information? Epstein. Epstein was a fucking he was part of a okay. Epstein he really worked for a secret service type of thing. He was an agent. Okay? He was an agent. He was an agent for Israel. The dude, how you go from nothing to having multi-million dollars and houses everywhere, and the guy never really did shit. The guy wasn't even that smart to begin with, and he turned his and they propped him up so high and put him to this limit, like and I don't know, man. And the problem, I don't think they're ever going to release all the information on Epstein, is because a lot of people of high places were on those videos. They're saying, "Oh, we need to protect the victims." That's bullshit. The victims? No, they're protecting the politicians. They're protecting the people that were there, like kings and queens and royalty individuals. I'm not gonna say Harry, but Harry. Um, yeah, there's not only that, but others. There's a lot of this fucking royal family that's been fluffy bumping with the wrong age, because they were going after the younglings. They were fluffy bumping the younglings, and that's not good. And it's on video. It's on video. You know, I don't know how long I've been on here. I've been on here for a while. How long I've been on here? I don't even know. I used to have a timer. What happened to my timer? Freaking StreamYard. Here it is. All right, an hour and 22 minutes. Ah, it's a good number. 122. It was at 121 when I was trying to figure it out. That's my birthday. 121. And 122. Well, 22 is my yeah, that's my numbers. 80, 81 minutes. Okay. Gonna I'll wrap it up at the top of the hour. So I don't want to push myself too much in my first show. So we'll wrap it up at 1 in the morning here. So we'll give it 7 more minutes, and I will talk more tomorrow. If you want to join the show, you're more than welcome to anytime. I like to interact with people, discuss different things. I talk about everything, anything. I try to keep it PG, but if you piss me off, I don't care. I just there's no filter. On Pi Day, that's what's up. I was born, yeah, January 21st. Master number 22. Look it up. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you are into astrology and anything with psychic and stuff like that, and numerology, look up Master number 22s, and that'll describe what I'm about and who I am and what I represent. And then in the future, for those who are going to be watching this on the replay, I'll say what's up to the replay people. What's up? How y'all doing? I'm back. Well, if y'all want any readings in the future, let me know and I can do your readings. What I do is I do the tarot cards. I have my tarot cards here. My So I do readings. Probably for the beginning, for a while, I'll do it for free, and then eventually, I'm gonna stop doing the free because it doesn't really benefit me. Free doesn't really benefit me, but I work off of tips. And talking about tips, I'm very happy that I'm hoping that this big, beautiful bill reaches President Trump's table and his desk, and he gets to have a big press conference and signs that bill, making it no tax on tips. What? That would be so, like, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. That is amazing. Amazing. That would be so, you don't understand how that would destroy the Democrats. The Democrats, you can't even talk about the discount that fucking Trump just did with giving, like, us, the Americans, a better deal with pharmaceutical medicines, and we're probably going to see a big 80% cut on pharmaceutical medicines. That is tremendously huge. Something that Bernie Sanders was a big advocate for, but you don't hear shit anymore out of his mouth. Now it's all negative. Oh, they shouldn't have done that. How big pharma's gonna make money? How big pharma's gonna be able to give me money for giving them money, and then they give it back to me? Like, how we're gonna stop big pharma giving money to these crooked politicians, these crooked individuals there in Washington, D.C. They're all horrible people. Like, man, I wish Trump could just arrest all these people and just kick them the fuck out of like government. Kick them out of government. You know, if the Civil War is gonna happen, let that shit happen. Let it happen in Washington. Get rid of these fucking Democrats that are no good. They're not helping us. Like everything that they're doing is slowing humanity down. It's slowing us down. It's slowing the progress down. They do not care to progress. They only care to deflect and cause bodily harm. You know, those are the people that like believed in slavery. That's the group that developed the KKK. But yet they try to blame it on the Republicans. No, it was not the Republicans. It was the Democrats. Every slick maneuver, it's all been Democrats. They're so slick. You want to know how slick? Go ask Monica Lewinsky how slick. Yeah. All the way down to Marilyn Monroe. If she was alive, she'll tell you how slick John F. Kennedy was. You know, so I am a true Republican. I am. Yeah, I'm there's nothing a Democrat could tell me to change my mind. My father, even my father, there's no way. I'd rather not talk to him. I'd rather not talk to him. It's sad, but so true. I can't get along with him. I can't. That we have nothing in common. You know, I and I don't know. I hope the future generation, the future younglings, I hope that they realize and learn and see what's going on today. And I hope they hold that into their hearts that for the future, when they go vote Republicans. Because, I mean, Democrats right now, it's crazy. They're crazy. Like I seen videos. I don't have TikTok. I don't do Facebook. I don't do a lot of things. I watch my videos and take my intake from YouTube, and I see the shorts. I see all the all the news all throughout the day, and I spend a lot of time watching news. I spend a lot of time, too much time watching news. That's why I'm coming back on here, because I could talk about a lot of things with other people, but I like to interact with others. You know, but the Democrats, man, I think the change with the Democrats, when it truly happened, I think it's when John F. Kennedy, when the internals, which, like I said, allegedly, but it was in house that took out JFK, and it was within the Democratic Party that took him out. The Democratic Party took out JFK, and the reason why, a lot of reasons why, all had to do with that speech he gave, and the Democrats really wanted to go to war with Cuba, and they didn't, and I think, because it was war is very profitable. A lot of people, they put a lot of money down into these companies. Like companies that make guns, missiles, all that. They throw money at them. I mean, they get a lot of stock from these individuals, and if these people are not producing as in mass quantity, then like the market's gonna you're not gonna make money. You gotta they gotta be moving the product in order to make the money. And the best way to move this is through war, because war equals product in demand. We need the product. We need the missiles. We need the bullets. We need there's needs, and when those needs happen, and we ship those needs, money comes to us. Well, it's our own money, but money comes back to us, comes back here, and that's what these Democrats want. They want war. They want chaos because they want to make money. They want to profit from whatever shell companies that they have, and also through their stock. It's they do manipulate the markets. That's one thing I know for sure, for a fact. They like these people in government. They really know how to manipulate the market, and it's proven many times how the Democrats would sell their stocks a few days, hours before they collapse, before there's a sell-off. Allegedly, Nancy Pelosi. I mean, allegedly, Nancy. Calm down, bitch. I know you're already going, shut the fuck up. I said allegedly. Fucking Nancy, man. Like, you need to retire, girl. Like, you have enough money. Like, what's your purpose? What are you doing for the people? Crickets. You're doing nothing for the people. So why don't you retire with your drunk husband that caused a crazy accident in California that could have killed people, and yet he still walks free? And he was drunk. he was drunk, and nothing happened to him. Not even nothing. Nothing happened to him. But if I was to do that, if I was to get drunk and I go and have an accident with someone on the road, see how fast they throw my ass in jail. Like that. Freaking Paul Pelosi, fucking drunk on wine. He's a wino. And then he has allegedly lover, come in with a hammer and stage a little hammer time. Hammer time. Like, no one people stop questioning about that. I'm the one that's bringing back stories that are cold case. Like, nah, I'm gonna bring that shit to lukewarm. What? Like, yeah, the guy's in jail now, right? He's pleading insanity. He's like all this crazy shit. Why was that guy with Paul Pelosi? I don't know. It's a strange time to be, and the police are just there like they see the guy with a hammer, right? But they're just standing there they're recording everything, and they should have gone inside and just grabbed the guy, right? And just get him. No, they were standing on the door. They're like, yeah, so what's up? And the guy is like, this is what's up. Hammer time. Yeah, I know. I'm in a run. I need to keep smoking. I'm a little hype. Fucking Paul Pelosi gets me hype. If we're gonna talk about the fucking Nancy Pelosi and Paul, I'm gonna fucking be here to 2 in the morning. I'm already hype as it is. I'm not really tired. I'm really want to finish this joint. But I'm jumping to story. I'm talking about like a whole year catching up. It's a lot of stuff that happened between that year. I was gone for a year. Now I'm back. It's great to be back, but I see better things coming. I invested good enough for me. This is put back into me. You know, take care of me and take care of my niece. That's the only one I take care of is my niece. She needs it. She needs the resources. She's a youngling. She's only 4. She just had her birthday. So happy birthday, Ophelia. Belated. Because it was just what? It was on the 7th. 7 days ago. As of now. 7 days. But when she's growing up and stuff, I'm gonna be teaching her. So that's the only reason why I want to live a little longer. You have to have a reason to want to live a little longer, and I think my niece is a good little reason to fight more and try to be there for her down the line because she's gonna need my help. So, and I know that. So, fucking Paul Pelosi. My man. I wonder what happened to him. Like what he's doing now. Like that's what I want to know. I want to know. Did he ever get charged for that DUI? I mean, did they drop the charges on that? Like what was that? But thank you, Terry. Thank you for the heads up. They were saying LBJ was involved, possibly. Yeah, there's some shady things. Yeah, but I try to feel the energy, because I work a lot with energy, and I astral project to different places and see different things and see because it's off of energy. Like I could tell you right now, Letitia James, she's very nervous. She has this front, like she's on character, because she has to maintain strength and show strength, and speak up. But the louder that you are, the more guiltier you sound. So I'm feeling that nervous energy from her. Like she's nervous. Um, and that's how I break like people down is through energy. It's through how like I interact and then feel the energy and then I see things, I start seeing things. And it's just like because it's like a door opening for me to see, and then I have like binoculars looking at everything. you know. Um, I have a question for everyone. Are you anyone traveling this year? Is anyone thinking about getting on a plane this year? I been having like really second thoughts of not getting on a plane. Um, at least for the next few months. It's just because there's a lot of things been happening that they're not really like highlighting it. Uh, there's a real big problem going on within like the airline industry. and they're not sharing it with the people. It has to do, with their system. They have really antique system. I mean, it would be good, like a good backup to have that type of system, but um, right now we're so into the digital age. And in fact, we're going to be developing chips here, um, which is going to make it more reasonably priced for us here, because it's made here in the US. And I think they're going to be able to rehaul the the tracking systems and radars of all towers and airlines and planes. Um, it's time to like we're here in the future, right? It's time to act like we're here in the future. Get like it's nice having antiques, but when lives are in danger, um, I don't think you want to be flying antiques. You want to be on the best of the best. You want to be on a good, stable jet. I don't trust Boeing. I feel like this is what I feel allegedly. This is what I feel. I feel like politics is playing a big role in this. I think there is some sabotage that are happening within the airline industries and with services, with maintenance services. I think a lot of things are being done on purpose, and things are not being repaired properly. And I believe and I see that a lot of jets now are not really safe to fly. Um, because the maintenance is really shoddy. They're really cheap. They're not really like. Do you trust the maintenance? Do you know who maintenance the plane? Nobody asks those questions. Nobody like. Yeah, they're gonna tell you who maintenance it and what did they do and this and that. Like, no, right? But would you do the same thing for a car? Like, would you ask the mechanic, or whoever, like, what maintenance he done to the car and this and that, and you would like to know, right? Wouldn't you want to know about the plane's maintenance and what, like, when you get on the plane, how old that plane is and how many miles the plane has, and when's the last time it was serviced? Would you like to know that, right? Are you gonna get those answers when you go to their plane? Not really. So there's issues within the industry that needs to be corrected, and I know Trump is working on it. I know his administration is working on it. I believe they're gonna try to revamp the towers with more state of the art computers to be able to monitor flights and have real time information and more like super digital information and super high tech. I think it's about time. I mean, we're supposed to be like in a time where things should be changing for the best. Because right now we're in 2025. Because I see it like the changing, right? Because each decade has a change. So like the 80s, you had the 80s, and then you felt the change like when Reagan was gone, then you felt the change in the 90s, and then you got the change again. Every 10 years you feel that bump and that change. So I feel like this year is where that change happens, that it could go for the best, because we can prosper, But I feel like there's going to be some kind of incident that's going to cause massive chaos. Something big's going to happen that's going to cause massive chaos. I don't know if it has to do related to Trump, but I have a feeling it has to do with him. And if something happens to him, there's going to be massive chaos. Like you would. Massive chaos. A lot of like, oh man. You thought Rodney King was bad. You think all the other riots were bad with like BLM with their stupidness, with their stupid Black Lives Matter stuff and George Floyd and all this stupid shit. You think that was bad? That's nothing. Nothing. Completely nothing. If Trump was to be assassinated or murdered and somehow, it's how you want to like that would be so horrible. So horrible. But I see something like that happening, like something really big is gonna happen. And that's why I feel like he's gonna end up on Mount Rushmore. He'll end up on Mount Rushmore. By the time his son takes on office, which is Byron, the little boy, the little one. He's not even little. The kid's like 6'7". Holy shit. Fucking huge kid. It's like, damn, he's like a super big banana. It's a big kid. Very smart. Very smart kid, man. Very smart kid. I can't wait. Man, if I could be like alive when he runs, that would be so amazing. Huh. The Democrats are going so fucking crazy. Right? They're just they know the future. It's gonna be through that kid. And he'll be the one that's he's gonna like show his father, like present it to the world. Oh man, there'll be fireworks and everything. It'll be like one big like super show. I think I'm gonna keep going until I finish smoking because I want to finish this joint before I go to sleep. And this could take me another like half an hour. Fuck. Let me put my phone to charge. Yeah, I mean, what else can we talk about? I don't know. Cocaine in the White House? We know it's Hunter Biden's. I knew it was his. I know it hasn't been his that they were sharing because there's a problem with that cocaine. There's a problem in the White House, which when Biden was there, I always felt suspect of Kamala and Biden. Because sometimes Biden be like wired up, like he look like he's really coked up, like he look like Scarface, Tony Montana, like his like shoving his nose in all the fucking coke, and like wide open, like his eyes, and he's like this. He's like, what the fuck, Biden? Like which double is this one? Which number is this? Is this number 4 again? I tell you, number 4. He's so fucking. He's something else. Bring back number 5. Biden, number 5. Come on. Oh, man. I can't believe I lived through that time period of having Biden as my president. It felt so weird. It felt so weird because he wasn't really supposed to win. YouTube's not gonna like this, but fuck you, YouTube. Allegedly, you know, allegedly. That 2020, man, allegedly. But fuck you, YouTube. Because they be listening to me. They're like, oh, he's back. He's back. Let's make a quick run. Gotta get more subscribers. I gotta find more subscribers. I need to smoke more. Nah, not smoke more, but I need to pick up some more medicine. Yeah, it's my medicine, so it really helps with the cancer. You know. Oh, yeah, and I found out I'm anemic. I also found out I'm anemic. It's like, what the fuck, man? I told the doctors, like, don't add. You subtract. You take away. Don't add more to my shit. You know what I mean? So I had did my blood work and stuff and did my physical. Found out I'm anemic. I'm anemic. I don't know. I'm gonna be fucked up in my 50s. I'll tell you right now. Let me enjoy my 40s. When I get to my 50s, man, it's gonna be a fucking shit show. Getting old, man. The good times, that's long gone. You know what I mean? It's like enjoy life, right? And if you can, you know, for me, I do what I can and try to live life to the fullest, do things that you're able to do, you know, on your budget. See different places, connect with Earth, connect with like grounding yourself. Um, Walk barefoot in the grass or in the dirt. As long as you're on the ground and you're barefooted, and it has to be if you live on the first floor, um, you could ground yourself better than any apartment. Best way to ground yourself barefooted on the grass or on the floor, walking on the earth with nothing that is blocking like the shoes and socks, barefooted. Try it sometime. It makes you feel good, especially on the grass. But don't walk in like an area that is like crackheads and shit, because then you're gonna have fucking needles everywhere and fucking glass. And just be careful with your surroundings, because these days you think the place is safe and it's not really safe. You know what I mean? It's like the best is like going like into the sand. Like I remember I ground myself when I was in Arizona for training for I did some training in Arizona. It was so fucking hot. It was so hot. I remember when they opened the door to the airplane and I got out because I went to Phoenix. Holy shit, that rush of air came in like a fucking blower. It was like a hot like a hair dryer. It was like a hair dryer on high heat. That shit, like, it was nice and comfortable. And I remember they opened the door and that rush of warm air just came in and it just got hot. I was like, what the fuck did I get myself into? That day was super hot. It was such a weird hot too, because it was like because it was dry and it was just fucking hot. I was like, man, I could not believe like I walked into an oven, like an easy bake oven. So I was like, this fucking easy bake oven And when we got into the car, because my friend picked me up, and we got into the car, I was so pissed. I was like, man, this shit is so fucking hot. Like, yeah, man, it's so different. I was like, shit, turn on the AC and put that shit on high, and it never got really comfortable. I never really didn't get comfortable. And then the houses, they look all kind of like the same. They were like really low and had like the same color and a lot of like cactus everywhere. A lot of rocks. Like as for land, like for the lawn, they don't have lawn, they have rocks and cactuses. Like that's their trees, like a cactus. So unique, so very freaking unique. And yeah, I mean, I had a good time. Saw a lot of rattlesnakes. A lot of fucking rattlesnakes. Oh, fucking like you guys over there in Phoenix, man. Fucking snakes, man. Like too many snakes. Oh man, let me see here. Kayla, let me see. Wasn't supposed to, but mysteriously, you know. Yeah, but what else can I talk about? I can't wait till they take out the fucking like. I'm waiting for the damn water. Like I want them to take out that fluoride out of the fucking water. Because I feel like here in Connecticut, they put extra fucking fluoride in the water. I think they're trying to get rid of their supply. And the water is a little bit more fluoride. Because I can feel the difference. I don't drink Connecticut, like the water so much. I drink bottled water. I'll risk my life with the microplastics than trying to drink any water from this fluoride filled Connecticut water. Like, I want to know when they're going to stop that. I thought they were going to stop that a little bit quicker. That's why I'm like, don't forget some of the things that these people need to do still. Like, they need to stop the fluoride that they're pumping into the fucking water. And there's so much, man. there's like there's so much work. They need to take out the those harmful chemicals that they put into process into foods like cereals, like that red dye 40, and there's like all different types of fucking chemicals that need to be removed from food that has no business being in food to begin with. And the only reason why they were doing that was to get rid of the waste by passing it down to us because they didn't want to pay extra to get like to destroy they might as well just sell it and poison us. Pretty much like poison us. Fucking food is fucking poison. You gotta hit the acupuncture mat. Oh, that's what's up. I got that mat. I think I showed it to you, Tyson. Thank you, Tyson. Have a good night, man. Yeah, Tyson, he's out. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up soon because I'm gonna wait till I finish the joint. I used to do that before. That's my biggest problem. I'll have a smoke-a-thon, but I have a joint rolled up, and then I'll run the show as long as I smoke the joint. 2 hours as a little comeback. It's not bad. I took my medicine an hour late, so I can't sleep right away. I have insomnia, but my doctor wants to cut me back on my sleep medicine a little bit, which is okay. So I cut back on the sleep medicine, and I use my CPAP machine to have more oxygen because I stop breathing when I'm sleeping. that's another health issue. For those who has stayed here throughout the whole night, thank you. But yeah, I tend to stop sleeping. Well, stop breathing while I'm sleeping. And I wake up like I feel like I'm gonna die. I wake up like it's not my time to go yet. It reminds me of like I don't know. I remember the Sanford and Son, but with him, he's like, "I'm gonna see you." You know, he holds his heart. It's the big one. It's the big one. Yeah, Sanford and Son was a good show. Really, really good show. Funny. I want to watch an episode. I'll probably when I get off of here, I'll watch an episode on YouTube. You can. That's why I like YouTube because YouTube, like, they have a lot of programming. They got so much programming that I don't need any. I don't need cable. That's why cable's losing. Like, they're losing really bad now because cable is like how Laserdisc used to be to DVD. When the Laserdisc came out, that big ass Laserdisc, it was so awkward and so ugh. And then they came out with the DVD, and that changed. Like, that killed that disc. It killed that disc, man. But everything always upgrades, and I think this is the time now. Things are gonna start upgrading. 25, 26, 27. There's gonna be a big change. Like, something big is gonna happen. Like, but I still see that asteroid coming towards us because I think all the negative energy is attracting it to us. Ugh. I always do the signal and it zooms in. I talk with my hands sometimes, so I got to be careful with this. This is my first show back, so. Oh, she's anemic too? Oh, man. Kayla's anemic. Shit. She knows how it is. I know. Damn. Yeah, and I bleed a lot through my nose. Like, I have like nosebleeds. I have nosebleeds, and it could be. This morning, I had a nosebleed that got a little serious, and I had a lot of blood. Oh, it was just coming out. It felt so warm too, but it was just a lot of blood, and it makes me tired, stuff like that. But I have an acupuncture mat too, because Tyson has one. I have one. I have a really good one. My mat is really like, it's really sharp. You got to be careful with it. You can't just like, if you rub yourself on it, you will cut yourself. That's how deep, like how like it's sharp. It is. It's very sharp. But when you lay on it, you get like the needle parts. You get the points, and it feels good. I have, like I said, I have my mat there. I do it sometimes. It's good for meditating too. If you meditate and listen to like certain tunes, the acupuncture mat really helps with like sciatica pain, lower back, mid back. Um, it just, it's a different feel because you're fighting pain with pain, and it feels good. Like, for me, it feels good. I love it. In the beginning, it was really sharp. In the beginning, you're like, oh shit. You're like, oh, it's like it is a little painful, but then you get used to it, and then it just feels good. It feels good to put it on your back. It makes you feel really good. I'm almost done with this, so I'm gonna be wrapping it up because I'm getting tired too. See, the medicine just kicked in now, so after this, I'm going straight to sleep. But I'll do this again tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do it at different times until I find the right time for everyone. I think tomorrow I'll probably do a little earlier. I'm gonna do a late night like this. If I do start, yeah, I'm getting tired. But if I do start show, I'll probably do it like say 11 or 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So that way I could hit different like I could get the West Coast early, and then I could get Europe during a good time. It'll be like what, like 7, 8 o'clock over there in the evening. So we'll try to get more people to watch. I think the 11, 12 o'clock hour on the AM will be a good time to start. Yeah, okay, tired. I'm tired. That's good because I'm gonna lay out, and I'm happy to be back. I am. It's just the pain and trying to deal with my throat. I'm happy that I lasted 2 hours. It's killing my back though. But I'm really happy to be back. It took me a year. I need to do this because I need to continue documentation because it's not only for me, it's for my family in the future that they watch if and when I do pass away. They can always come back and watch and just listen and just shut the fuck up and just watch. Just have a laugh. Stop being so serious. One of my favorite Jokers, Heath Ledger. Such a great. He played the best Joker, but it's a lot of darkness that happened with that guy. Because allegedly he had a lover, and it wasn't a chick. So, but it's a story that's never like. I can feel the energy, so it's like I can see an astral project and see what happened. But it had to do. It dealt with it. The end of the story. It's just had to do with a lover. So, but he's a good actor. He was a great actor. Great fucking actor. Great. Like super great. Yep, and I'm done. Right. Finish that joint. Man, it took me 2 hours and 11 minutes to finish that joint. Damn, because I rolled it really good. And I have raw papers and I packed the medicine in really good. This is the marijuana educational programming part of the show. I pack it up into a 0.5 grams. So I grind it out, put it in my roller, and I use organic raw paper, and I use the raw tip, and I roll it into a little cigarette. It's kind of like a little tight little cigarette. So then when I light it up and smoke it up, it's really smooth and very slow. And I can take my time with it. 2 hours smoking a joint, that's not a bad deal. That's great. And it's only at 0.5 grams, and an eighth is 3.5 grams. So we're learning math here at the same time. This is like the educational part of the show. We're learning how to break down grams. But yeah, an eighth is 3.5 grams. And I could get 7 joints out of it because I roll it up at 0.5 grams. And the price, I get it at about as low as 35 and as high as $40 for an eighth. Sometimes they have a sale. You get a good deal. Sometimes, depends what day I go, because I have my medical card, so I get a 15% discount on Tuesday through Sunday, and then on Monday they have a medical day where it's only for like medical patients, and the medical patients get 20% off. It's a good deal. 20% off. So I usually go like on Mondays, but sometimes I don't like going on Mondays because sometimes it can be a little busy. So I'll tend to go like on an off day and just take advantage of the 15% off. And I usually get what I want. And it's good medicine, strong medicine. I don't think people can handle the strength of what I smoke because my medicine is very strong. And a lot of people are like, give me what he smoked. I want what he has. Like, whatever he smoked, give it to me. I had a lot of people tell me that. They're like, man, I want to smoke what you smoke. Yeah, there's a loud vehicle outside at 1:45 in the morning. Got a loud ass muffler. But I'm gonna wrap it up. I thank those who came by and said hi. Eric, thank you for coming through. I saw you on there. Say thank you to Tyson. Thank you for coming through, and I want to say thank you to Terry. Terry, thank you for coming through, and Jason. I saw him earlier. And those who are going to be rewatching this, because there'll be some people that'll rewatch. And yeah, I'm gonna make a little comeback. It's gonna be my I don't know if it's gonna be my final run. It could be my final run. And I'm gonna document it. And yeah. This is the next season of My Mind Over Your Matter. And make a quick little run. See how long I can withstand the energy. Because people come in with strong energy. And a lot of people have like strong energies, and I feel it. I can feel people. I can feel the energy of people. That's one thing I've been very good at, is feeling people out just by energy. It's a weird feeling, man. Like, I'm very claustrophobic, but if I'm around a lot of people, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Like the airplane drives me crazy. Any tight quarters drive me crazy. Anywhere that has a lot of people together drives me crazy, because I
feel everybody's energy. I feel different energies, and it's just not even fair for me to even be there. Sometimes it's just uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable energy. It's like it's too much. So I try to stay away from large groups of people. That's why I'm scared to go to Vegas, because I want to go to Vegas, but there's a lot of people, and I'm just too sensitive to people and to their energies. And it kind of like profile the energies, like profiles people and how, if they're good or bad, and it tells me stuff. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you for being here with me, and thank you for those that are rewatching. Truly appreciate you guys, and I feel like John Cena. This is my last run. This could be my last run. I'll be like John Cena, but I'm not gonna be the bad guy. I mean, he's trying to play the bad guy. I'm not. I don't know. I've never really played a bad guy. I've never been a bad guy before. Maybe I should play the bad guy this year. Maybe this season I'm gonna be like, fuck you. I'm gonna just be the bad guy. Oh, like, oh no. They're not gonna monitor me for me at all. They're like, fuck him. He curses too much. It's like, hey, freedom of speech. I can say what I want. So with that said, it's been a good night. It's my mind over your matter. Damn, I got to bed. I'm tired. Like I said, for tomorrow, I'll do something tomorrow around 11, 1 o'clock. Not 100%, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to do something. With that said, have a good night, everyone. Peace.